Financial inclusion looks at addressing access to financial services to everyone, especially the underprivileged, who include women and people in rural areas. The financial services that we are talking about can range from payments and transfer services. You're looking at savings, credit facilities, and risk mitigation services like insurance. Postbank is leveraging technology to address financial inclusion, and we have quite a number of products that we have come up with to address this. And the most notable product that I can talk about is Wendi, our mobile wallet, whereby a woman can save money as little as 20,000 shillings and earns an interest of 10% per annum. There are other things that a woman can do in Wendi, like access digital loans, and also she can also access payment services through Wendi. Wendi and Western Union collaborated, and a woman can receive a payment from anywhere in the world at the comfort of her home, as long as she has Wendi. Then you can also look at how else have we leveraged technology to ensure financial inclusion. All our bank accounts are open online, anywhere. As long as a woman has access to internet, they are able to go to our website and open an account, or go to our mobile app and open an account. We are also looking at things like financial literacy sessions, because financial literacy sessions help a woman learn how to manage her finances. How do they save? How do they maintain their books to have a financial record that would help them maybe to borrow. We are also looking at the collaborations that Postbank has with various institutions like government. You can look at the collaboration or the partnership that we have with GROW, which is a government initiative that is funded by the World Bank. And you can also look at other collaborations that the bank has with NGOs like CARE, which look at financial inclusion and doing financial literacy training for women to enable them access finance. A lot of women are still using informal means of savings, even in this day and era, where you would expect, because things like mobile money has enabled more of financial inclusion, you would expect more women would be using the formal ways of savings or accessing financing. However, whenever we go maybe to women groups, we have found out that a lot of women are still using saving boxes to save money that are kept at maybe the treasurer's homes. But what happens when the treasurer is robbed? A savings for a whole year just goes, it's wiped out into thin air. But Postbank is addressing that. In our Wendi, the mobile, our digital platform, there is a groups and circle management tool that helps women save digitally using that platform. So a woman, wherever they are, even if the group is composed of 1,000 women in different regions of the country, they are able to connect digitally, save digitally, maybe even dispense the savings that they had done physically without particularly being together in a physical place. So I think we have all heard of the saying, when a woman is financially independent, the whole household is financially independent, because she tends to take care of the children, the relatives, comes in when the husband is not able to take. There are some nitty-gritties that the woman is able to do as long as they are financially included. However, when you look at maybe an example of Uganda, yes, we have made a lot of progress in financial inclusion. I'm going to quote a report by Financial Sector Deepening Uganda, a 2021 report, which indicated that in 2021, 65% of women had accounts in formal financial institutions and mobile money, as compared to 67% of men. Meaning, actually, the gap in financial inclusion has actually considerably narrowed. So maybe that's why you're seeing maybe more children are going to school. You get it? And even when you look at it, when you look even at the informal sector, agriculture, we are all aware that more women drive that sector as compared to men. So if they are included in the financial sector, we are likely to see a significant growth in economic growth, a significant growth in the economy of the country. If you extend credit to a woman, she's likely to pay better than a man. That is, we have data to prove that. There are also other myths that maybe culturally we have been nurtured to think about ourselves as women. We have been told maybe finances are for the man. So we tend not to really get into the financial sector. We tend to feel like actually we are supposed to be taken care of. And in an instance where our husbands, in the unfortunate event that maybe our significant others are not around, we are left exposed, our children are left exposed, and unfortunately a lot of women are getting to learn this the hard way, and they wonder what if I'd gotten into the financial services, or what if I'd accessed finance earlier than at the point of the financial or the unfortunate event happening. So maybe the other myth that we might talk about is maybe the cultural norms, whereby women, even the working women, sometimes will work and will feel like they have to hand over their finances to the men to take care of them. Yet there are women who are more financial savvy than the men, and they would make maybe even better financial choices for themselves and for their families. When you look at risk mitigation, you look at women who have borrowed and they're in agriculture, and maybe, the agriculture of Uganda in Africa, we normally rely on the weather. If the rains don't come on time, we'll expect bad harvests. And as a bank, we are ensuring that women who are in maybe crop agriculture, we ensure that whenever they borrow, we insure those loans in case the weather does not go as expected. So we have done a lot of payouts to women whose loans were insured. So they do not entirely lose out, because yes, they took a facility, but in case the weather does not turn out as expected, they do not also have to pay a loan where they did not get the expected leapings or the gains from the harvests. And then I'm going to look at another aspect, which is group life, also which is risk mitigation. We have an insurance policy called the group life insurance that targets the mass market. The minimum premium that is paid in a year for this particular insurance package is 65,000, but in case the woman or the spouse died, let me give you an example. I'm going to talk about group life insurance, where we insure the life of the main beneficiary, which could be the woman or maybe the husband. There are secondary beneficiaries in that insurance, which include the spouse, children, the parents, and the in-laws of the main insured. So we have seen instances where our client had taken that insurance package and they passed on, and their spouse was able to benefit with a payout of 5 million shillings, and that one is where they paid a premium of 65,000 in a year. Yes, and then in that package you can either pay 65,000 or 130,000 in a year. And when you pay 130,000 in a year, the payout for the main beneficiary is 10 million shillings. So we have seen those instances where the insured, the main beneficiary, dies and their spouse is able to benefit from a payout of 10 million or 5 million, depending on the premium that they had subscribed to. When we look at inclusion in terms of credit, we are looking at our number one, our digital platform, Wendi. We are able to give digital loans up to 3 million maximum to women digitally. They are able to apply from anywhere using their phones. So our customers do not have the need to go to our banking halls to apply for loans, and they can apply from wherever they come from, even if it was in Karamoja, where we might not have a branch. We are also looking at partnerships that we have had as a bank that are helping us look at be more financially inclusive. And I'm going to speak about the GROW project. In the GROW project, we have enabled about 600 women get facilities, cheap loans, which are 10% per annum, and that 10% per annum includes 0.8% life insurance that is embedded in that 10% per annum. So it is meaning that women are not running to money lenders to get expensive credit that in the end fails their businesses. When we look in the future, we cannot leave out technology. Technology is the driver of everything in the future, financial inclusion included. So we are looking at a lot of fintechs coming up, and actually our Wendi platform is a financial fintech, which is coming up with digital loans and digital accounts to help women access financing from whichever part of the country they are, whether there is presence of a traditional financial institution or not. And also the same fintechs are going ahead to structure loans that talk to the needs of the women. So we are coming up with loans that give solutions to women, not the normal loans that we have been having that are one size fits all. The other thing that actually a lot of financial institutions and even us as a bank are doing is also doing a lot more financial literacy sessions across the country. We are moving across the country, in all corners of the country, whether we have a bank branch or not, and we engage various customers, women inclusive, to ensure that they know what they need to know about financing. How do they save? How do they maintain proper books of accounts, even if they are not the formal books of accounts? How do they invest? How do they access financing? How do they ensure that they are getting financing that they can easily pay off? So we are addressing all those concerns by talking to the women, finding out what their problems are, and finding solutions for those problems. In addition, we are working closely we are having a lot of partnerships and collaborations with various entities which includes government, which includes development agencies like the World Bank, NGOs like CARE, which are also passionate about financial inclusion and ensuring that women are almost at the same playing field with men when it comes with accessing financial services. We are also looking at, of course, the big thing in technology right now is artificial intelligence. When we leverage artificial intelligence, we are able to get data and come up with products that speak to the needs of the women and give them solutions depending on that data. We look at how are they spending, where are they borrowing, where are they saving and how are they saving. That data would help us address maybe what we have been unable to address or are failing to address effectively. As a bank, our purpose is fostering prosperity for all Ugandans, and when a woman comes into the bank, we want to see how to ensure that in whatever economic activity that she's engaged in, or whichever activity she does to earn an income, we want to ensure that we are able to take her a step further and ensure that she grows. We want to ensure that we add value to her. And how do we do that? We are giving her services and products and solutions that will ensure that we are giving value to her. And that's why we look at products that do not request for minimum balance to open the account. We look at products that we have that do not charge monthly services to run that account. We are looking at products where the woman does not need to go physically to a branch to access those products. And that one is our mobile and internet banking services, which can be accessed from anywhere in the world. We are looking at Wendi, which also can be accessed from anywhere in the world as long as someone has a number. We are looking at the collaborations that we are doing to ensure that women are getting cheap financing and not going to the more expensive financing whereby the women end up working for a financial institution or for any other institution and they do not grow their businesses. They can look at themselves in 10 years, I've been doing the same thing, I feel like I'm growing, but I'm still at the same place, but it's because they have not been empowered or given solutions that actually help them grow. We also speak to the women. We understand what they are doing, we understand their needs, and once we get what they are doing, we are able to give them trainings and solutions and even organize trainings for their communities and see how they can collaborate together and also maybe even pool funds together and access facilities like our VSLA loan. The VSLA loan is a Village Savings Loans Association loan facility that targets women in the informal sector who come together because there's strength in numbers. If you come together as a group of people, you'll have a higher bargaining power as opposed to a person coming in as themselves without collateral and without the backing of their community. So if we look at that woman, we'll first encourage her to ensure that she has proper financial records. And how do you get proper financial records? Is by number one, having a proper bank account, which can either be the bank account or the bank wallet account, because once you maintain bank records, it is easier for anyone who wants to come in and help you to understand this is how much you're making, this is the revenue you're making, these are the expenses, and they are able to interpret or give you a solution or tell you from what you're earning, maybe we can start with this amount of money to help you boost your business from this level or the other. The other thing they would see is that would give them advice about the importance of saving to achieve a particular goal, because I think savings in the in the African, maybe even the Ugandan society, is ordinarily underlooked. We underlook the power of saving that 10,000 in a day, which will translate to 3,650,000 shillings in a year. And that 3,650,000 can enable a woman acquire property in a part of the country. We are all aware that we can acquire a plot at that amount of money. That plot of money can help a woman secure the loan in case a loan needs to be secured. We are looking at also the constant maybe business clinics and the engagements that we'll have with this woman, and tell her about the opportunities that we have as a bank, which she might not have known, or she not part of financial inclusion. Because as a banker, as a bank, there are solutions that we get, and we are able to communicate to people who are within the financial industry sector.